the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.
Hello guys and welcome back. We are back again with another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam and we are talking transfer news now, and I see that there's been a hot topic that has been happening in the comment section between the two fellas who will be joining us soon in terms of the transfer news. Interesting things that have been talked about here. Anyway guys, we are back again. Finally, yes, I was preparing some stuff here, just finished them now, and now I'm ready to go with the transfer news. And that's I haven't actually gotten some time to look at all of the news, but anyway, I'm just gonna do what I have to do first, which is to send the link in the comment section for all of you guys. Yeah, they were already asking for it. Yes, it was on the way, guys. I'm sending the link so that we hear what you guys have in store for me in terms of this transfer news, and we can cover as little as I have as well. But it's gonna be interesting. Let's see here, because there are also some transfer news that I also hear. So it's not. Let me put it on the screen right now. Transfer news, it's on, and it's on now, people. It's on. It's on. Wait. Okay, there's the transfer news. They're just so the bigger news, of course, we know it's gonna be Upamecano and also the other people that we have here. So I just send the link here. Hello guys.
What's poppin'?
Hello.
What's up?
I got a lot of transfer things that I want to say.
you love transfer news that you have.
Yeah.
How? Okay. So what
Should I
are the
say it?
transfer news in there for me, people?
Okay. Here we are. Leicester City have ruled out a loan move for Inter Milan midfielder Christian Eriksen, 28, because of the Denmark's international's 300 million a week wages.
You mean 300,000?
It's 300,000.
Yeah, it wouldn't be 300 mil. That would be too much.
That would be crazy.
That's
right?
it. Yeah, I don't. You know, Christian Eriksen. Thing with me is he's a baller, but he's never suited. Like these last couple of years, he just hasn't been suiting into Milan, and he like the last year of Tottenham, he fell out with Mourinho. He got his move, but never got chose by the captain, by the manager. Sorry, I don't know what's gone wrong for him, to be completely honest.
Okay.
I think what happened with Christian Eriksen is this. I think he lost his form that he had when he started at Tottenham Hotspurs. I think he was working well under Mauricio Pochettino, and under Jose Mourinho, he never was able to pick up his form, and the frustration just got over to him. And now when he went to Inter Milan, he was already a broken vessel. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Man United, Man City, and Chelsea have all displayed interest in Upamecano, for whom any deal will not take place until the summer.
Yes,
he's got a 42 million release clause, doesn't he? And it activates in the summer. So I think he'll end up at Bayern, to be completely honest, because they're selling Alaba. So I think he'll go there.
Yeah, that's him right there.
And I think that it's just going to be interesting to see what happens. I think Leipzig, they're going to have a chance to actually extend this man if there are a lot of clubs who are fighting for the player. Just for the fact that they can make something on top of that, because we know these German teams wants to get some extra cash in everything.
For me, Upamecano, I think he just signed a new deal. And it put the release clause in it, so he's not going to sign another new deal, and then so I think he's going to leave. I think it will be Bayern, but you never know. Chelsea have good transfer strategies, but they don't need one. They need to develop some players. Like, you keep on buying players, you're never actually going to succeed. You're just going to keep on buying players instead of actually waiting for them to gel in.
Exactly. Now my question is this: is Upamecano a German player or something? What's up with him? Which country is he from?
I think he's a
France.
German player.
He's a
France.
French
He's
player.
a French
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that can also work against Bayern Munich because you know what I was thinking. I thought if he was a German player, he might say that I want to stick in my country and just continue playing
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But if he's in France, then he's just gonna look and say which one is the best club for me. And at this moment, the best club to be in worldwide is Bayern Munich. So I think he's just gonna stick with Bayern Munich. I have no idea.
For me, Dayot Upamecano, he's a really good player, and he suits Leipzig well because they have a foreign speaking manager in Nagelsmann, who's American
Exactly.
actually, but Nagelsmann, whatever. And I think he suits Leipzig better because they have like other French players, and I think it suits him better. But just because of the place he actually is in,
He was linked to
maybe.
Liverpool.
Yeah. He could go.
Got
I don't
him-
think he
got him,
will, just
man.
because of I just don't think your board will get him, and I don't think Klopp will either.
Yeah, we have the body issue and stuff like that. But there
Okay.
was a one we heard about. Oh, by the way, guys, I found that who Haystem was, by the way, before I just forgot about that. You know who Haystem is, guys? That guy who once came and started playing that weird angry. You remember that time when you said I should play? You remember that gameplay?
Yeah.
That was the guy who was
Uh-huh.
saying Haystem. After the stream, I could hear him speaking. I was like, "What's happening here?" And I was just laughing the night because that's switch of the stream. Let me hear what you want with the other transfer that you have for us. Mr. Gameplay.
Okay, next one.
Manchester, man, you are guys. Are you targeting on somebody here now? Why?
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Man United striker Wayne Rooney says that he's been excited by watching his former team this season and has backed them to win the Premier League. But I don't think they're gonna win it. I think Man City are gonna win it.
Oh, shush. No, we're gonna stroll
You
this.
know what?
Joking. No.
Man City are good. They have very good players. I think they could win it. They have. I think it'll be Man United versus Man City afterwards.
Yeah,
Do you
I
know
can't see
Ryan
Liverpool in it anymore. Yeah, go on.
Do you know this guy called Rich FC, the Manchester City supporter on YouTube?
Dominic,
Rich
yeah,
FC.
that guy. Yeah.
Dominic Rich. He was talking about, they were talking out with Ryan. They're actually talking right now, they're live. And
Yeah.
Ryan was asked the question, why do you say United are not going to win the league? And I was listening to him. He was just eating his mouth and stuff. Like what all the Liverpool fans are doing, just where we cannot actually accept that this is happening. So now I found myself asking you a question. What can stop Manchester United from winning the league? If they play with City and they beat City, they go on top of City. What can stop them from winning the league?
If Bruno gets injured.
No, I don't think that's going to stop us. I honestly don't think, because I know Bruno's a big part to us.
But the Bruno Fernandes thing.
Van der Beek, yeah. I don't think we have such big squad depth that even if an injury to like a Rashford or a Bruno, if Rashford was to get injured, Martial would move to the left, Greenwood would move to the right.
You won't affected by Rashford getting an injury, but you will be affected by Bruno getting an injury. You are going to rely on Donny van der Beek. He has not played yet for United, so we don't know what he's going to offer. He's going to need some time to gel, and in the title race competition, that can help.
Can I just say on that, he has played as a number 6 for United. I don't think he's going to play as number 10. I honestly think Pogba will move into number 10 role. Van der Beek will sit as a 6 because he's done that for United already.
Van der Beek never plays. I never seen him.
Yeah, that's why he's in for backup if Bruno was ever to get injured or Pogba was ever to get injured. That's why.
What would he do? Will he do the passes like Bruno? What would he do then?
No, that's what I mean. He's playing as a number 6, so Pogba would do the passes Bruno does because he's willing to take more risk. Like he lost the ball 19 times against Liverpool, so he's willing to take the same amount of risk as
Are you telling me that you think Pogba can do what Bruno does at United when Bruno picks up a knock? Because I remember there were some times when Pogba was trying to take some chances, and he costed United with a lot of either penalty or things that way actually regretting. So are you saying that he can do that?
For me, Pogba recently is, but he's been excellent. He's been
Yes,
for me,
that's
he's been
true.
player of the
Yeah.
month. Just
Me
because,
too. Yes.
have you seen his goals? Like West Ham bowler,
Yeah,
that
that
was a
goal
great
against Fulham was
finish.
good.
Fulham, that was
that was
really good
good. Yeah.
finish. Burnley, tight deflection, but the way he hit it, forced it. It was a good hit. I don't think you have a much impact on the team, but what I do think he'll still have the same ability and he will have the same output if he keeps Rich on this rich vein of form. I think United will decrease in quality if Bruno was ever to get injured, just because Bruno is so vital to this team. He's been called Penandez. But would you rather
Yes.
miss or score a pen? Would you rather miss or score a pen? You're obviously going to say score. So what's the
Yes.
agenda with scoring a pen? I don't get it. It's part of the
Now,
game.
you know when the agenda started of Bruno being called Penandez, I don't know if it was the game against West Ham where Bruno actually stepped on the defender, then the penalty was given to Bruno. You remember that? Do you remember the
Oh
game?
no, that was against Villa. Yeah, Villa.
That
Can I tell
was
you
against the
something?
Hitler. He actually stepped on the defender and he got a penalty.
I
That's
think
when
I,
everything started.
I think
They
And he, yeah,
at
let me hear what
first,
the gameplay wants to say.
um
at first,
Manny always win penalties. It's the Aston
okay.
Villa game. That wasn't even a penalty. Pogba just
Yes, it
sniffed.
was. Yes, it was.
It wasn't
No,
ever a penalty.
no,
You know
no,
how
no,
many
no, no,
penalties
no.
they got
Hang on
this
a minute.
season,
Hold on
Sam?
a minute.
How
Let
many
me tell you stat.
penalties they won this season?
Yeah, hang on.
They
So
won so much.
yeah, but okay, right. Penalties
Let
are
me
part of
hear
the
what
game.
Mr. P.
Anyway,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So if there was no penalties, Man U would be joint top. If there was no penalties for Liverpool, you'd be 10th. So
I knew
I
you were
mean,
gonna
How
bring
would
that
we
up.
beat them?
because
I knew you
if
were
you
gonna bring
take
that.
away all your pens, then you're 10th.
Can I
Like
tell you
West
a
Ham.
crazy stat that I saw as well?
Yeah,
When we
what?
come to talk about penalties, United they have had more penalties in the past 2 seasons
Oh,
than what
Yeah.
oh,
Liverpool
Yeah.
have had in the last 5 years.
yeah, but that's have
5 years.
have you ever
Klopp was
actually
the
thought
manager of
about
Liverpool.
have you
Five
ever thought
years
about
they had
have you ever
more in 2 years.
have you ever thought about this? If you actually take it into
Yes.
context, when you look at it,
Yes.
why that is,
Mm.
United have forwards, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood. They are quick. They're not strong, but they're quick players and they have quick
Yeah.
feet. What I think has been happening recently, Liverpool are so good that defenders are more aware of their threat because of how good they've been recent
Exactly.
years. Maybe they don't pay the same amount of respect to United defenders and go clumsy.
No,
It's
I
not
think
our fault that
yes.
referees are
I
awarding
think
us
also it's because of
penalties
the officials as
and
well. Why am I
defenders
saying
are.
that?
Guys, can I
Yesterday
tell
we
you?
actually saw a clear handball yesterday against when Liverpool were playing against Burnley yesterday. We saw a clear handball, and also we saw that again in the last games. Those type of things they happen for United. They are clear penalties, but they
Hey,
don't happen to Liverpool.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's. I think Klopp's rattled the refs. Anyway, go on. What are you going to say, gameplay?
are we talking about the transfer window penalties?
Yeah,
no, let's talk
get
about
on
the
with the
transfer
game.
window.
Get with the
I know that
transfer.
we get carried away easily, you know. So
Okay.
uh,
Everton will ask for 9 million if they are to sell Brazilian midfielder Bernard, 29 years old.
Bernard, yeah, he's a good player
Bernard,
to be fair.
he is good.
And then the next one
Scored
was
against
Wolves
United.
with
That's
yeah,
saying
Wolves.
why are they saying about Bernard?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
They're
Bernard's
increasing his
from
contract.
no, wait, let me see. He will ask for 9 million if they are to sell Brazil midfielder.
Bernard.
I think he's not making new contract.
Okay,
Yeah,
now it makes sense. I hear what you're saying.
I don't think
Okay,
he's
Okay,
part of Ancelotti's plans. I can't see him being one. He's just been a backup player for every day. He's just started with
but he
Charlison
is
ahead
a
of him.
good player. He is
Yeah,
a
he is
good
a good
player. If
player.
he was not in Everton, I would have taken him at Liverpool.
Yeah, he'd be good backup for like if Jota were to get injured. Now you could use a
Exactly.
player like him. He's like a B-Tech Shaqiri. He's just better.
Burnley have joined West Ham and West Brom in the race to sign King, who's from West Brom, who's out of contract in the summer. Joshua King, guy.
Joshua
Yeah.
King. Oh yeah,
Joshua
I remember
King.
United being linked to him. He's a
Yes,
good
He's
I
in
player.
remember
Bournemouth.
that as well. I
He's a
remember
good
that
player.
as well.
He's a good
What
player, to be
so
fair to him.
that's gonna be interesting. We'll see who wins that one as well.
Yeah.
Okay. West
But you
Ham
know,
could.
a player like Joshua
Yeah.
King, when you come to
Yeah.
think of it, the team that actually need a type of a striker like Joshua King is actually Liverpool, but we are quiet.
No, I wouldn't say Josh King is a type of player that you would guys need. I'll go with maybe like what's it called? Maybe who maybe bring back Luis Suarez. Bring him back. Bring him back from the dead,
Not
mate.
Louis, not Louis.
Bring him back.
Luis Suarez
What
wouldn't
he
come
did,
back.
what
He
Luis
just
Suarez
joined
did.
Atletico.
Yeah,
I
also
know,
on
but
top of that,
still.
you remember what he did at Barcelona when they'd beaten us 3-0. I
What
will
did he
never
do?
want him at Liverpool again.
Wait,
Why?
he did
Wait,
well for
why?
you, didn't he?
You
He fought
remember
for his
when he
badge.
scored that goal, he forgot that we made the Luis Suarez that went to Barcelona, but he
Yeah, but
was
then he
busy
was already a good
acting like
baller.
He was a good player for Liverpool. You can't lie. He was really good.
Yeah, but he was also good
he
at
was a
Ajax,
good
wasn't he?
player. But we made him so that the likes of Barcelona can actually see him, and he comes back there rather than to give respect to us. He just acts like he is the king of the world and stuff like that. So I'm okay with Luis not coming to Man. I'm okay.
Gone but
Together.
not forgotten,
Wow.
let's just say.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't forget his.
Okay.
Let's see.
Crystal Palace's Republic of Ireland midfielder James McCarthy, 30, is a target for Scottish champion Celtic. The Scottish team.
Oh yeah, Celtic are just buying Irish players now.
Celtic are
Yes.
bad.
Scottish.
I mean, really
Celtic
bad.
are poor,
They're
man.
panicking. Gerard he has installed panic in Scotland. This
He's
team of
restored good
Scottish.
duty to the world.
Exactly. If Rangers are taking whatever they're doing right now on top of the world, I like it because Celtic, they thought that they can run the world, and
Mate, I have a
that's what
Celtic friend. I have a Celtic friend, and and all he does is chat to me about winning trophies. He was like, "We won the quadruple, mate. You live in a farmers' league, so I don't really think you can talk."
Thomas League.
Mhm.
But yeah,
But
go
anyway,
go.
I'm loving what Gerard is doing. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
He deserves
At
all the
least
praise
put in
he's getting.
competition. There's a man who's back in the comment section, people.
Aye.
And listen to his what he just said. Upamecano to United is coming.
No.
Hashtag
Stop
21
it.
in
Stop it.
2021. This is a
Liverpool,
United
man.
fan.
No.
He is
I'm
so gassy
embarrassed.
like
I'm
this
embarrassed
guy
by that
the
guy.
football
Whoever said
character.
that, mate? Was that Shivam? I had an argument.
no.
Well, no, I actually didn't have arguments. He was just so confident that we're going to win the league.
PE
I
teacher.
was with
right?
him. I was with him at one point, and I was like, hang on a minute, what have I just done? I've gassed another United fan up. Oh, flipping it. I'm in a
Exactly.
bit of a state. I'm in a bit of a state here. I mean, Shivam, you seem like a nice guy, but you're too overconfident. If we lose one game, you'll be like, "Oh, Ollie out. Oh, come on, what are we doing?"
I hear you. Yeah, like I'm always telling people, it's good to be at the safe side. Don't overdo it, or it might come back to bite you in
Like
the
when
face.
you lose, you're like, "See, told you so."
So you're saying PE teacher ruling the world, top of the league.
Man City have
Wow.
a game in hand.
Stop
They could still go
Stop
first.
it.
Wow.
Man City have a game in hand. They could go
Oh,
first. I said it.
Exactly.
Man City gonna go top.
you just said
They have
it
a game
yourself.
in hand.
Game in
Yeah,
hand.
but it's against
Yeah,
Everton, isn't
they're
it?
gonna go first.
Isn't it against Everton?
Before you
They're a
guys said
decent-
Ollie out.
You're saying hashtag Oli in. You're saying hashtag Oli in.
Yeah, Ollie in for life. Yeah, I'm always. Yeah,
Ollie in
you
for
think
life.
I'm
He's gonna do
stalled.
bad.
Yeah, I don't know
Can
what's
I
the hate
join the
on Ollie.
stream? There is the link
Yeah,
there.
man.
You can click the
Yeah, the
link
links
if you want
are.
to
If you
join in the
scroll up,
stream.
then you'll see the link.
So you can tell us the next transfer. Missed again.
Oh, okay. Let's see. European. Oh, that's not it. Real Sociedad manager Emmanuel Oleagasol expects to have Brazil forward Willian Jose available at the weekend despite interest from Wolves.
Oh
So
yeah,
what
no, it's a here we go from Fabrizio. He's leaving. It's
Here we go.
oh,
yeah, he's gone. He's a goner. Wolves have signed a new striker just because of their development of what's it, Fabio Silva. And they want to
yep.
get an inexperienced striker in, and you can see why they're not as good as they were. They're really bad this season.
Exactly. Mr. Ice Willow, we are not talking about your player recommendations. We are talking about
No,
transfers,
get
Transfer.
out.
not player recommendations. Transfers. And make sure that the background behind is just quiet, like you can hear with these guys who are in, so that YouTube doesn't bite us. Those guys that don't play around.
Don't ban us, YouTube, please.
Anyways,
YouTube on
let's hear.
ban.
Yeah,
Okay.
you too.
Copyright now.
You're copyright.
Stop it, man. Stop it. We're gonna get
You
banned.
see what I was talking about? See what I was talking about?
Also want to sign a backup for Scotland left back Kieran Tierney before the end of the January transfer
Bertrand,
window.
yeah, they're on a bit of a roll here. They're just buying loan players. I mean, once like Martin Odegaard signing, isn't he, for them? I think he is.
Yes.
So
Yes, I think it is. When it comes to Arsenal, I think this is Arteta panicking of going back where he was, and he's just buying as much talent as he can, so that maybe tries to rotate them and be
I think what he's
so
trying to
that he
do
doesn't
is
go back to where he was.
win the fans back. The fans are so like, oh, I do this, I do that. When the loans end, he's not like you can't. There's no obligation to buy for Martin Odegaard, so that he's going to be gone. Then you can't buy Matt Ryan. He's going to be gone. So then you're stuck with other players, and you're going to try and get him back on loan. But after that loan, he's going to be gone. So it's going to be an endless
That's very
cycle.
interesting.
These Arsenal fans will be gassed, and then they'll get brought back down to reality. So yeah, that's what I think.
Should I tell the next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Zidane and Ramos out at Villa in summer? Do you think that's what they're saying? Is Zidane and Ramos going to be out?
Zidane. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ramos is leaving.
So it means the Real Madrid and Ramos could not
Yeah.
agree on a better deal.
Yeah, they don't have a good relationship. They don't
Since
have
the
a good
Ronaldo
relationship.
issue,
I don't
seems
think
like
Ramos will be. I think
you know what? Since the Ronaldo issue with Real Madrid, if you look at it, there's not been a good relationship with the captain, Ramos. There's not been a good relationship with Marcelo. So it
Yeah.
seems like in that situation, I don't even know what's happening with this guy. So it's interesting. So where does he
Yeah.
go now? Where is he
I
going now,
think
Ramos?
United have been linked to him, and I was like, at first, yeah, I'll take him. Second of all, he broke Mo Salah's arm, so I'm definitely taking it. No, I'm joking.
Oh
Carry
wow!
on. No, joking.
But I actually thought of it. As Liverpool were also linked with Ramos, and I was like, as much as he broke Salah's hand, I
Imagine
know
the
we don't
pace at the
believe that.
back. Imagine the pace at
Imagine
the
if we
back
could have Ramos
with
and
Ramos
Van Dijk
and Maguire.
behind.
They'd be
Wow,
so slow.
you are enjoying yourself. But what I'm saying is this: if you could have Ramos and Van Dijk at the back of Liverpool, that would be world class defense.
No, Salah won't
Ram-
get along with them. Salah won't get along with Ramos. Like, what the frick
that's
did
the
you hug
secret.
me?
Exactly. You'll be like, remember what Deja Lovren said? Said, I'm coming after your hand too. He made it a
Like,
promise to
what the
Ramos that is
frick
going
is
to
wrong
hurt
with
him.
you? Why did you come here? Why did you come here?
Crazy.
Like,
Crazy.
Klopp,
It's gonna
I'm
be
going to leave
interesting.
now. I'm going to leave. Sergio Ramos is here. What the flip, man? Well, okay, carry on.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. So the guy who was giving us the transfer news just disappeared on us. So let me see if there's any other news.
Oh, can we get a rip in the chat, please? A rip in the chat for gameplay with us, please.
Where's gameplay, people?
Okay, where's game? He got laggy. I think he might have lagged out.
Yes, I thought so as well.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll
rip
come
in
back.
the chat. Rip in the chat. All right, can we get a rip in the chat, please? I don't know how many viewers there are because I'm doing
There's
this on
your
my
friend
phone.
is
So.
back again. Your friend is back again. There's a
Liverpool
comment.
FC, let's go. Biggest footballers in the
Biggest
21st
bottlers of
century.
21st century.
Glory, Man United. Ah, yes, my dear. Yes, that's the energy I don't
I
need,
want
but I'm going to
Cherem
take it
to
as a
come.
compliment.
I want him to come on the stream. Show him.
Yeah,
I want
come
you
on,
to
come
come on
on,
the stream.
Shivam. Come on. If you have AFOs,
Shivam,
get
come
them
on the
on.
stream.
Come on.
Come on the stream. So that I call gameplay my partner in crime.
Your partner in crime.
My partner in crime. So Arsenal just buying everybody, you know. Tomorrow it seems like he's having medical at AC Milan tomorrow.
Yep.
That's not to be believed.
Mistake. I think
Do-
that's a big
who-
mistake.
It's a mistake for who tomorrow?
No, I think it's a mistake from Chelsea. Because if
Letting him
Tomori
go, right?
does so well, if he does really well, they're gonna buy him, and it's not like cheap, but if he does well in a slower paced league and he did well in the Prem, I think he'll shine for AC Milan, and if he
AC
does,
Milan,
he's gonna go. He is gonna go.
100%. That is gonna be interesting to see. I can't wait to see what happens. Because
AC
also
Milan are
remember,
doing good business. Like they got Dalot, didn't they? Diego Dalot from us. Like just helping us clear out, but he's doing well, so I think they might buy him. But yeah, it's
okay,
interesting this transfer window because, like Fab said, nothing's going to be done until the last 2 weeks, and look what's
last 2
happened.
weeks exactly, and we can actually see a lot of movements happening already.
Now, yeah, from Prem clubs especially.
Exactly. So you had your answer for Sherem. It seems like he cannot be able to come in right now. He may be next to stream. I'm coming.
Oh, okay,
He's
alright.
promising you that he's going to back you up when we attack you, me and gameplay. Anyway, just playing around. So okay, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is this. Concerning them letting this guy go tomorrow go. Can you say we can put our trust on Rudiger, Silva, and Zuma to be the defense of Chelsea? Can we say that?
No. I mean, you've got your prime example against Leicester. Awful, shocking, roughish. They were dreadful. Okay, they were awful. Okay, I mean, my nan could do a better job at the back. So I mean, like, just get rid of them, put them in the bin, and get them back to Brazil and Germany. I mean, just shop them off like I do with Lidl. Just they do not work. Thiago Silva, he doesn't. These past couple things, he's been poor, man. He's like
He has been so poor, man.
He had a good start because he was playing against League One sides such as Sheffield United. No, I'm joking. He's playing against easy sides, so yeah, I can't see them being a successful partnership just because they just don't suit. They have pace. Thiago Silva doesn't have pace. He's slower than a Plymouth mobility scooter on low petrol. So, no.
Yeah, just to throw one in Chelsea fans, just to throw one in on Chelsea fans. There's your friend is saying,
come
this.
on,
Can
bring
you
the
guess where
smoke.
Liverpool will end this season? Answer Europa. Wow. Okay, so just to add something on top of that.
No. Hang on a minute. Did you just say answer Europa? Oh, okay, right.
No, I'm just reading what he just said, and I'm just passing it out because that is crazy.
Wait, what is it? Can you guess answer?
You see, he actually gave the answer Europa without even me saying anything.
It's come join us.
And the answer is already for me, so I'm just left speechless. You see. Anyway, I want to show you an interesting post that just came in, guys, and it's coming from United, and this is what they're saying: Pogba delayed on future call at United. Pogba and Manchester United have agreed to delay any discussion regarding his future. The Daily Mail claims the Frenchman will only enter into talks regarding an extent or stay elsewhere once the Red Devil have challenged for the 2020-21. So what is Pogba saying there? Pogba saying that you have to win the Premier League for me to actually stay. Is that what he's saying?
I think
what
he's trying to get across. I think what he's trying to get across is what Pogba has now is not. He's had nothing like it before. Ollie, I think, has rejuvenated him. I think he's really
Exactly.
improved. I think he's improved him a lot. Nothing to take away Pogba from recovering from that awful statement by his agent, but just because if he doesn't do well, we would normally turn to like players like Schweinsteiger and Fellaini.
Exactly.
Now we've got Bruno, Rashford, Martial, Cavani, players like that, and
Yes.
bam, sham, wham, you've got I think it was you've got a really good team to back you up if you don't even play well. So
Exactly. It's gonna be interesting. I'm really enjoying this. But also, just to say on that situation, Paul Pogba, he has become so good under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It'll be worse for. I won't take it. I won't even see what will be the purpose of him losing that relationship because they didn't win the league. Because one thing that we have seen with United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if they don't win the league this season, they are soon to win the league because everything that they're doing is working well to actually build on into that.
I
So
personally think, sorry to interrupt, but
yes,
if this is United's chance to win something.
yes,
It is. Like this season's so unusual. We'll have fans back next year. Away form won't be so good.
yes,
Sorry, I just talking to my dog. But
yeah, it's okay.
yeah, I
Cute.
think yeah, that's our best shot.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. There is an interesting news that I'm hearing here. Kevin De Bruyne out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah,
United
I
chance
saw
to
that. I thought it
extend the
was
gap.
2 to 3. I
What
thought
did
it
you
so
think?
he will be out for a Liverpool game. I
For
think
4 to 6 weeks.
that's
You know
big
what?
though.
They're in trouble, City.
Yeah.
City are in trouble. I think this is the chance for United to extend that. So I think it's gonna be the competition between United and Leicester because City without De Bruyne, they don't really function. Because who's gonna be putting on those long balls to the players who are scoring?
Well,
Who will be doing that?
Well, the thing is with City, they have multiple styles of play. They've developed this season, especially. They've developed such a good communication with the defense. They don't seem like conceding any goals. So
You
if
know what
you
I think about the City defense? They have not really received too much pressure. They've not really received so much pressure, so they might be doing good
yeah,
communication and the rest. They've not really received too much pressure. That's why I'm saying that I'm hitting that Liverpool not at their A game. And United, when they played them, they were still confidence lacking. But this time, when they meet again, you will see that the City is shaky.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. They've played easy teams, but the thing is with City, they've got a hard fixture coming up in February. Like they're gonna pick up all these points. If they can beat the top six, they will be favourites. Don't get me wrong. I think they've been good this season, but have they been good enough against the top six sides? We'll have to see because
Exactly. You know what? You know what I was about to say. They can't beat us because we have the home advantage. But I forgot that it was broken yesterday by Burnley. You
they
see
can't
what
beat us.
Burnley did to me. See what Burnley did to me. I have nothing now to brag about.
If what's it called gameplay with Mars was here, he'd probably be crying right now. So I think we
Eish.
should move on. If he's in the chat, rest in peace. Okay, your tears will have to wait another day. It's like the Weekend song. Was it Save Your Tears? Yeah, save your tears for another day, sunshine. When you get dropped by Man U at Old Trafford this weekend. Yeah, I'll be
Wow.
here every day. No, I'm joking.
Wow. Yeah, of course, I'll be here anyway. It'll be interesting. So, Liverpool and Arsenal looking at Vinicius. Real Madrid are keen to offload Vinicius Junior's claims from this whatever that name is, sources, with Liverpool and Arsenal among the interested parties. The Los Blancos to find the players, the buyers for the Brazilian forward as they seek to raise funds required to make a move on PSG star Kylian Mbappe. As much as I want to be excited about this news, I'm just looking at myself and I'm like, they're talking about Liverpool here. They're talking about Liverpool and actually buying a player. buying a player.
What source is this?
I have no idea. It's the most something like that. I think it's a Spanish source or something like that.
Yeah, Spanish store. They tricked me as well. I think it
Shut
was
up.
when Sergio Reguilon, that guy, when he was all set for Man U, he was all set for him. Then he rejected
Mr. Gameplay
us.
is back. Yeah.
Oh
Oh, really?
yeah, wait, it was you. You just had connection problems. I've been
Me?
roasting Liverpool while you
Yeah,
haven't been here.
he had some connection problems. I see that. So this is what he's saying. We're gonna trash Liverpool at Old Trafford, and after that, they will forever walk alone. FA Cup bottlers.
FA
Wow.
Cup bottle. I mean, we
I
bottled
can't
seven
wait
for.
for the time when this man comes in live and we hear what he has to say straightforward from whatever he has. Because man, this man can say some crazy things. Are you coming back or what? What's happening in gameplay? There is somebody who speak, Mr. Lewis. How long have you been gone, man? How are you doing, sir? It's been a long time since I've seen this guy. By the way, now we have 3 Manchester United supporters. The other one I'm talking to him, and the 2 are in the chat. So, guys,
Well, who's the other one?
you can. There
Oh,
is the link. Let me pin the link so that if you wanna join in, you can always click the link. Let me just pin it so that I make it easy. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
why didn't I build this?
What are you looking for? So what let me look at other things. Do you have any other transfer news to talk about before we say any crazy things? If you wanna join in into the link, guys, there's I just
I
pinned
saw
the
this.
thing.
I saw this thing. Yeah, with Declan Rice to Man U. I've seen it for a long time. You know, Frank Lampard. He loves a lot of
Yes,
English players.
exactly.
Is it time now? If they were to buy Declan Rice, they'd get a transfer ban just because of how much they've spent, or do you think it is fair the way they're spending? And also, do you think City should have been given a transfer ban just because of the way they've spent over these past few years?
Sid, you know, there was a time when I wanted to do a documentary just talking about the transfers and how they are done and just complain a bit about how City are getting away with murder. Because I remember that they did a small thing, a small little thing just few days back, which was not even supposed to be happening. So I don't know. Is it that they have enough money to just get away with murder? I don't even get it with this City team.
Remember their
Ronaldo
UEFA
to
ban?
United, hopefully. Is this happening?
Nah. He's There was some hype about it when Pogba first released his when we went out of the Champions League. Remember the night before he said with his agent talk, there's been all links to Ronaldo coming back. So I wouldn't believe much, but I'd love it to happen. Yeah, CR7, take it off Tarzan, and
Coming back again and hunt Liverpool like he used to do. I'm okay. Stay where you are. You are doing well. Easy league to break records. Just go keep doing that. It's always good for you,
hi
Cristiano
Sam.
Ronaldo. Yeah, Sam is back. Still
Hello,
waiting for him to say something. He's
hey,
just sending a lot of
hi
high
Sam, hi
Sams
Sam.
this side at the private chat over there. Anyway, so congratulations on hitting 200 subscribers. Feeling like yesterday you had 100 subscribers. In fact, if I tell you, I started 2021 with 120 subscribers. Now we are at 200. So that is really,
Oh,
really
nice.
we have been
That's good.
moving
That's
so
good.
fast,
That's
and it's
really
just
good.
amazing. That's really good. Do you know that how long it took me to move from 30 subscribers to 450 subscribers? How long it took me? I think it took me a
How long?
matter of 2 months. A matter of 2 months to move from then to now. Now I'm from since we got to 50, that's when the pace started to pick up. And that's where we are now here.
Yeah.
I got my mic. Somebody saying you got the mic. Let's hear what you have to say. What do you want to say, Mr. Sam? Oh, say Sam. Okay, he's
Oh,
been disconnected
I
because the
know.
mic is already
Sam, I
okay.
know you will be a United fan at the end of the season instead of Banter FC. Mate, Banter. Nah.
Who?
Banter
But
FC is
Banter FC
Arsenal.
is Arsenal. How can you say
Uh,
we are Banter FC? It doesn't even make sense at all. How do I become a United supporter like all of a sudden? Let- Maybe you don't really understand what Fernando Torres and Steven Gerrard did to me to become a Liverpool fan. You don't really understand the history of how I became a Liverpool fan, so that is not happening.
It's Sam, man. Sam is mean. Sam just comes in. Sam just comes
Wow.
in, and then hi Sam is just like hi Sam, hi Sam, hi Sam.
Hi,
Have you
Sam
got
is
anything else to
interesting.
say, mate? And no said I've got my mic fixed, and then he goes on to say, and
It
then he leaves the
disappears.
call. I mean,
It's really crazy. He's sending messages on the private chat saying that he's got his mic ready. Seems like it's not really that ready yet. Ronaldo
yeah.
followed Manchester United on Instagram. Are you telling me that Ronaldo was not following Manchester United all along?
Why
But
wouldn't
he
he
played for
follow
the club.
Man U? We're the greatest
He
club ever
plays
to
for the
grace
club.
this sport. He's a
Oh,
great.
are you sure? Hey,
Yeah,
hi,
yeah,
there's Liverpool here.
yeah. I am sure.
There's
I'm
Liverpool
sure.
here.
Don't question me, G.
If you forgot, we have 6 Champions League finals.
And
Six Champions League. We have 20,
nine.
19,
Yeah, you have
19
19, and we
Premier
have
League
20.
titles.
I mean,
You have
yeah,
20.
how many FA Cups do you have?
I don't remember that, because
We
I
have
don't keep up with the
14.
domestic
Yeah,
league.
yeah. How many
I don't keep up with the domestic league, but I know that we don't have a single digit in the FA Cup. We have more than that. Are you expecting me to sound the same on that one?
Can anybody understand this guy? I think he's waffling.
I thought what you have been doing.
I'm joking.
I love this United fans that I have here. It's interesting. Sam wants be a United supporter. Thank you, very much, Mr. Gameplay. That will never happen. Trust me, that will never happen. Great content, amazing. Keep it up. Great work. More subscribers upcoming or incoming. Oh, by the way, the guy that we were with, what's his name? The one vet in the last stream. Is
Hey,
vet what? The
hey
one
Sam.
who not
Oh
hey,
no,
Sam, no,
Vistum.
Vistem,
The
yes, I think
guys.
it's Vistem.
Yeah, he was the
He's
200th
a Chelsea
subscriber.
fan. He's a
Oh,
Chelsea fan.
get
The
him out.
200
No,
subscribers.
make him unsubscribe right now.
Listen to me. Let me finish talking. He's the Chelsea fan. I think I've discovered that, or I think he's a Chelsea fan. The channel is around the 3K subscribers, people. 3K. And he was saying you heard from him. He said we should talk on Instagram. So we could be talking to some big people here. You understand?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
but
always
I take that back.
yeah, you take that back, right? It's
Otherwise,
always
you'll kick me off the
bloody
call. Okay, I
Burnley.
stop that. I stop that right now.
Yes. It's always bloody Burnley. I made a YouTube short a few minutes.
Mark Goldbridge, that is mean.
And I was like, we were beaten by Burnley. Like I still cannot accept that we lost to Burnley. Like
I mean,
it's
Burnley
Burnley
gave. Hang on a minute.
Burnley.
Hang on a minute. Didn't Arsenal lose to Burnley?
Arsenal, Banter FC, Liverpool.
Banter FC has been reborn.
Nah. I don't believe so.
No. I'm talking about Arsenal.
Arsenal. Oh no! Is that
Arsenal?
from a game
The
or
problem
something?
with Arsenal is they get gassed after beating. Arsenal fans would probably still get gassed if Aubameyang scored a tap-in against my nan's under 12s under 12s
Arsenal
team
fans,
after scoring a tap-in, and then what he would do 1,200 slips, and he'll be like, "Oh my gosh, why aren't you an athlete?" So Arsenal
what?
fans are just
I'll read that.
problematic.
Arsenal fans, they are those type of fans that whenever somebody moves the ball in the ground, they'll be so excited. Like right now, how excited they are with this Timor kid. Yes, he's doing so good, but they give you the wings that you don't have as a player, and when you start to flop, they lose it all. They say crazy things. Igalo was telling me that they were gonna win the league. I can't believe he was actually saying that. Like, yeah, he was saying that he was going to win the league, like other football players. I'm like, what?
I don't think he was going to say they win the league, but no, this is what I mean. DT, you know DT from AFTV?
Yes.
Oh, but I cannot stand that guy. Basically, he made his top 4 predictions for the season, and I was like, okay, what are you going to predict? And he was like saying Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Arsenal. When Arsenal leaves a couple of games, Arteta hasn't been backed. So why do you have such high expectations if you expect failure? If you're saying
You know why?
if you're saying he doesn't get backed, then what's the point of predicting such high expectations? I don't get it. I really don't.
You know what is his excuse? His excuse is this: because
Ooh.
Arsenal. He said that because Arsenal beat Liverpool with that own goal and that, like I said, goal when they were playing with
Uh,
them at Anfield, and they won in
uh,
penalties in the Community Shield. So he was like, "We are going for top
yeah.
4."
And
So
then he
Liverpool
did.
next 4 games is United, West Ham, City. We're gonna see big sweep out of of the
The thing
Premier
is,
League,
yeah.
both like
Thing is,
glory
the thing
Manchester
is,
United.
Sam. The thing is, yeah. With Liverpool, you've just played your easiest fixture schedule. That's now gone. You have like the easy games, but then the next game will be a hard game. Maybe let's say like a Everton or a Leicester. I don't think Leicester will win it, but they're in a good position at the moment. But what I think will happen is you'll start to see a Liverpool decline this season. I think you'll finish 4th or 3rd. I think Leicester will finish in the top 4. I think if Haaland went to Chelsea, he'd be the top scorer in the Europa League. I think Tottenham just don't have enough squad depth. I don't think Spurs have enough squad depth to challenge, although they are in a good position. I think
Yeah,
United
yeah,
could challenge. The thing is with United, we would never have picked up so many results against the worst teams. Like last season, it was against top 6 and we got 66 points. We've played half the games and we're 26 points off it. We're at the first team to reach 40 points. I reckon we'll
Wow.
probably get 70 points this season. I think
Wow.
if he starts playing McFred again and Lindelof and Maguire, we'll see a really deep Man U team that will hang out for draws. That's
Yeah,
just
that's
my
gonna be
view.
interesting. So, I mean, I predicted Werner to top this goal scorer. That was so deep, Louis. You did that before he started playing for
But
Arsenal for
I
Chelsea, right?
remember I was watching a watch along with Mark Goldbridge, and I was listening to the
Yes.
Leicester Chelsea thing. It was like I actually put down Werner to be top scorer, and I burst out laughing.
Wow.
And my dad
Wow.
came out. He was like, "Dad, are you okay?" And I was like, no, it's just this guy named Werner to be the top scorer," and he was like, "Okay, right." And then when
You
he
can
left the room, when he left the room, I could just hear him giggling. I was like, Werner.
like that will never
And
happen.
you know what?
So listen
I
to this
actually
man.
think Werner's a good player. He's just being played in the wrong position. But Chelsea
You
fans,
know what?
pipe down.
The only thing that will make me happy in this world is for this man who just made that comment to come in live and back his words live on the stream, because he attacked
Werner who?
everybody,
Thiago
every
who?
single everybody.
It's only.
Thiago, who I think he's talking about Thiago's Alcantara, is Kai
Yeah.
Havertz, and it's only Pogba and Bruno. Wow,
It
wow, man,
is. It's
you are
just pure
deep.
fact. No, I'm
You
joking. I'm joking.
you are deep. You are
Honestly,
really
let's be
deep.
realistic here. Let's be realistic here.
Yes.
If Havertz has been shocking, though recently he has looked pretty decent. I think the problem with Havertz, low self-confidence. The manager isn't
Yeah, the
helping,
confidence is
and
that's
Chelsea
the
fans who
confidence.
are staunch Lampard in are now blaming it on Werner and Havertz. Like, how do you
You know
think
what's
that's going to
happening?
affect their confidence if they look home like, oh my days, what's on the media today? Havertz and Werner are putting Lampard's downfall. Like, this is what I mean with the fan media. It doesn't.
Let me tell you what
Players
happened.
will look at that. Players will look at that.
I always repeat this thing. Every player, tell me in the past what, 2 seasons or what? Tell me any player that was linked with Liverpool who was not linked with Chelsea. Tell me one. You said that this player was only linked with Liverpool and went to Chelsea. One. Because every single player that is linked by Liverpool, Chelsea run in front of those and get those players. Werner was linked to Liverpool. Or Kai Havertz was linked to Liverpool as well. And they ran to those guys. And guess what? The type of game that Chelsea plays and what Liverpool does play, they're two different things. Klopp maybe had an idea of how he wanted to use these players, and Frank Lampard is now trying to make them play those crosses from Ziyech that are coming up there and hoping that
Was
Werner can
Jota
magically
linked?
grow up.
Was Jota linked with Chelsea?
No, Jota came as a surprising signing. Nobody knew about
Oh
it.
yeah,
It just came
no, I
as a
remember
surprise.
you getting it done in like 24 hours. It was like,
24
oh,
hours.
let's see
Like we
what
went early in
Fabrizio's
the morning.
transfer update is. It was like flipping it, Diego Jota. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
it was
it's
like
like it
early
would
in
be
the
the
morning we are
perfect
linked.
signing.
Early in the morning we were linked, and later on in the evening we were already signed. It was done.
Do you think
Just
this is
like
a
that.
part of what's it called? Newcastle's downfall, just because not Newcastle, Wolves' downfall for letting Jota go.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. And Randall
Yes,
Jimenez being
I
injured
don't
and
even
all.
have to say anything because Wolves with the Jota was a different animal, but now without Jota, it's something else. So you're saying that who knows the Matip defense from last night? That's the link you are saying you're gonna send to
Oh
me, man.
yeah.
You told me
Yeah,
that you're
it's
gonna
so
send me
funny.
a link. There's already another United supporter also is gonna send me the link. I didn't see the dance. I was in pain. If you watch the stream, you even laugh at me. I was looking like crazy.
Mark
It was
Goldbridge
crazy,
was
man.
like Mark Goldbridge did an impression of him, and I was like, I was laughing my head off because he was like,
Wow.
"What on earth are you
Really?
doing?" Yeah, he did. It was like at the end of the game when Liverpool lost, he's like, "I'm just gonna do a Matip impression." It was so funny. Mark
Wow.
Goldbridge is a legend. Did you see his video on
He's a
I might
legend.
be leaving the United stand?
Really? When did he make
Yeah,
it?
he did. If you search up Mark Goldbridge on YouTube, going for
Yes.
Goldbridge, you see leaving the United stand, and he has a full video on it. He might not be leaving, but it's inevitably gonna come in the future. It is sad because he's such a good working YouTuber, and when
Isn't it
I hope,
that he's the one who made the United States?
yeah, he was, and I think what he's trying to do when he reaches 1 million subscribers, he'll leave. I just think it because you're not going to get a million in a day, but it's going to take time, and he said it might be sooner than you think. So he could leave, but I have enjoyed his content.
Me too. Is one play. You know, I'm. Trust me. I am one person who respects good content and who respects good football. In other words, so it's never a lie that at least I watch a lot of United supporters YouTube channels and stuff like that
Yeah.
because I've been enjoying the content that they're putting on today. I do watch as well Manchester City, like Dominic Rich. I watch him a lot, and now I'm watching a Chelsea fan in this guy. What's his name? Roy from the Kickoff. I
Oh
watch
yeah,
those
Rory.
guys as
Yeah,
well
I really like Rory. I really like
because
Rory.
you I respect their content. They know what they're talking about. If you put on good content, then people are gonna respect you in a way. I think there's another attack. I can't wait until we hit 1 million. That'll be crazy, Mr. Lewis. That'll be my mind will be blown. Like I'll just
Like
freeze on the
me logging into StreamYard, and it'll be like,
wow.
yo, wait,
Wow,
we
that'll
just
be
reached. No,
crazy.
you'll be going around your house. We just reached 1 million. I'm like, hold on, I'm getting it.
We,
Hold on, man. Just get your lines breaking
we,
up. Okay, we hit 1
we,
million. I check your
we,
channel. What the flip?
we are a million.
It's like, oh my
We are
damn.
we are a million. That'll be crazy, man. But anyway, there's another thing. I think Allison will be striker next game. At least he might score. You think Allison might be the striker against United? Maybe he might score. You're talking about when yesterday he was going up to help out when Liverpool were behind against Burnley.
You know what? You know what?
You know what?
Yeah,
Yes.
you go on.
I'm just repeating my words with this man who just sent that message. I can't wait for you to be on the Football Connect so that you explain and you back your comments. I want you to back your comments. So say what you want to
Come
say.
on, join. No, he's outside. No, get inside, mate. You might be in the
Get
rain, so
inside,
just
man.
get
Let's see.
inside. Get inside right now. I will back you. I don't want to back Sam because he's well, let's
Liverpool.
just
I'm
say
an
he's a Liverpool
enemy.
fan. You are an enemy of me, huh?
Exactly. I am. If it was Game of Thrones, I'll be told you are the enemy of the throne. You are the enemy of the throne. If it is
You
Game
know
of
when you
Thrones,
have
so
what is it, Lord of Rings, or like the Empire
yes,
versus like the what's it called, the Republic, the rebels. I'm like, you are my
yes.
enemy. I do not want you to fail. I want you to fail. Huh?
I want you to fail. You are my enemy, but I am a good enemy, by the way, people. I am a good enemy. I'm going to go see ya. Thank you very much, Mr. Lewis. Guys, go subscribe to Lewis. Just go subscribe to his channel. I'll explain why. Just go subscribe to the channel.
How
His
many?
channel.
So I haven't checked out Lewis yet. How many subs does
He
he
was
have?
at 71 the last time when we were subscribing to him. So you just go find out, people. Just go click that. Even gameplay as well. He plays games. You know, one thing that what happened. I watched the live stream that gameplay did when it was Liverpool versus United, and Liverpool actually won on the FIFA game. And I went to the game with the hope, then we drew the game. So that was that. He said 55. Oh, so maybe I was wrong. He was at 55 subscribers. So you have to. Oh, you were saying that you were at 50. You wanted me to be the number 50. I believe I'm the number 50 subscriber at Louis' channel. I believe I'm the number 50.
That's
Right?
still quite a
Yes, I think so.
lot.
What do you
Oh,
think?
sake, man. I fucking hate Spurs. I just
You
conceded
had
in
Spurs.
FIFA. I just conceded in
Oh, you're
FIFA.
playing against Spurs. Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, mate,
Yeah, man.
I'm playing as Newcastle. I'm in the
It's Harry
semi-final
Kane.
of an FA Cup, and I'm
Talking about
losing
Spurs.
2-1. I was 1-0
Talking
up
about
as
Spurs.
well, man. It's so annoying.
Oh, sorry, man. So talking about Spurs. What's happened to Spurs?
For
I'm
me,
asking in the case of what would they get this season?
I think they have a chance in the EFL Cup. I still think City will win it, but when they played them at the start and Spurs were in cracking form and they beat City 2-0. That I think he might stick to that game plan. So when Spurs, for me, FA Cup possibility, they've got another easy round, so I'd expect them to get that. They could have a chance of that. Sorry, not get it. I also think I think they have a shot at one shot at the trophy, like it's at the Prem. Sorry, I don't think they'll win it,
Yes.
and I don't think they'll get top four either, just because of their squad depth. But they still have a chance. You never know. They can win it. I put them down as favourites early on. I can't see it
Yes.
now, just because of how well other teams are doing. I never expected United to be here, so I've just changed my
Yes.
opinion.
Things
But
can change anytime. So
yeah, they can. It's
I just
it.
put something
Oh,
on
how have you
the.
missed? You schmuck. What are you doing, Almiron? Oh,
So
no.
Klopp claims Liverpool transfer decision not his to make. Is Klopp sending a message to us?
I would.
Is Klopp sending a message to us?
I remember what he said. He said to the press, "We're not going to sign a centre back." So, doesn't that tell you that the board ain't going to back you, and that you don't really have an ambition of winning the trophy? If unless you do, I wouldn't really put you down as favourites anymore. I don't think you are, but if you were, maybe
Because
you'd be main
because
contenders
I
again.
have a
But
feeling, you know what? Because I think we saw those two videos of Virgil van Dijk looking like the rehab is going well, and we also saw this rehab as well of Joe Gomez. So maybe the board are saying the guys are coming back, but when are they going to come back? Maybe when the season is about to come to an end. That's the problem. So Klopp, what is just saying there is just sending a message to the Liverpool fans that it's not my problem. I want to sign players, but the board are just not willing to back me with my signings that I want.
I think it
That's what it's
reminds me a
saying.
bit of Ollie. It reminds me a bit of Ollie. We've got a similar situation. George is just fuck's sake.
Yes.
3-1. Ollie for me, he said it in press conferences. We're not going to do business unless there's something we want comes up. We know Upamecano is going, so that was one of his
Yes,
targets. We know Alaba's going, that was another one of his targets.
one of his target.
He ain't getting
You know
anyone.
what? There was a thing that was said by I think it's Fabino Ramon. He said that they are always the regulars in each and every transfer window. The regulars, the team that we always know that they're gonna be in the news. And I think, and he talked about them. I think we all know the regular in the transfers are always United, PSG. It's a really rare not to find those teams in those being linked with each and every player that is out there. So I don't
The
know.
thing is with that, this is what papers do. They have to find a big club and make news out of it. Like there was
Yeah,
what was it
it's the
called?
agents.
Daily
It's
Mail.
the
I think it was
agents.
Daily Mail who rephrased Gary Neville saying, "Man, he said Man U will win it. It went with if Pogba's on form, and I think they'll carry him to it. With arrogant, he's got a good arrogance. The Daily Mail phrased it as Man U won't win the Prem with arrogant Pogba. This is what I
Wow.
mean. The media's
Wow.
turn the whole
But also,
story.
like I'm saying, I think the agents use the media a lot. The agents of every single player or what, they use the
Mm.
media exactly. They just say they push whatever that they have in their mind and it always works for them.
The thing is, I won't believe anything until I see it from the top journalist.
Exactly,
I bought
exactly.
into Man
Like
U
Fabino
signing.
Ramon, those are the guys that
Yeah,
we back because we have trusted them now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They've
it's
always got it
crazy.
right. They've
It's
always got it
crazy.
right.
Especially last season, he got it so right, man. Who thought this guy was going to come to Liverpool?
Mm,
Thiago. As much as
yeah.
this has not been that happy news we wanted to see, but who thought he was going to come? It
No
happened,
one.
so we have to be happy about it. So anyway,
Yeah.
I think there's still the Rice as well. Let me put this information. It seems like Liverpool have joined in the race to Chelsea and United for Declan Rice hand or whatever we mean, or hand to tell him that guy choose wherever you want to come to. So that's in transfer
Henderson.
news and rumors. Liverpool joins Chelsea and United in Rice race.
This is what I mean about the
That,
papers trying to make stories for the big clubs. People will believe
why,
this,
why,
but
why
they
why
know
do we need Rice, bro? Rice is
you've
he
got
does not
CDMs
does Rice
anyway. You need a
yes,
centre back.
does
I don't
Rice
know
don't
what you're
play like
focusing on.
Fabino's position or something, or Henderson's position as well.
Maybe Fabinho is going to be transformed into a centre back instead of staying a CDM because he's been immense this season.
Wow, wow, that's why they're
That would
not
have been a
buying a
good
defender.
shout, instead of Joe Gomez.
That,
He's not injury prone, Fabinho, so
that's
maybe
why they're
not.
not buying a defender.
Yeah, because
Wow, that is
remember
big.
what you just said about a rehab with
With the
Van Dijk.
Gomez
So
and the Van Dijk.
maybe Liverpool have a sooner return date for Van Dijk than we think.
Okay, okay, we have a return date for that guy. Those guys. Imagine now those guys are fit, and now the Fabino is back at his normal position. What happens to Rice? He becomes a bench warmer. Do you
Go
think
on,
Rice is
go
a
on.
player that people?
Oh, for flip's sake, man, that's just
Do
been
you
our
think
luck.
that? Wow. Do you think that Virgil van Dijk, or do you think Rice is a type of player that every England person will take it to her and say that everything is okay while he's seated at the bench in Liverpool rather than to be playing football? Because we
I
know his talent, we know what he can do.
For me, Declan Rice is a really good player. I thought
Rather
I
than to
think
be playing
he's a good
football.
player.
We
He's
know
captain
his
of West
talent, we know
Ham.
what he can
It's
do.
it's good because Declan Rice is a player that needs a big move. He's earned the right, just like Grealish. He's earned the right for a big move, and
Oh,
I think Rice is a good player, but I can't see him fitting in at Liverpool. I can see him at United, maybe like what's it called, um, McTominay and Rice
McTominay and
as the two.
Matic and really? You're
Yeah,
taking out Fred?
for Fred, for me, or maybe Fred and Rice. I don't know because McTominay is seemed to be preferred than Fred, but Fred has become such a big figure in
Okay,
in
Let me hear this person.
Man
We have
U.
somebody who's in the background.
We're in Man U's success recently. I think Fred he's probably been our second best player this season.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting. Hello, SK.
Yeah.
Hi Sam. Hi Peter.
How are you? Good, good, sir. How are you doing? So the
It's
man
good.
is here at last. The United
Yeah.
man that I wanted in this stream is here. So
Yeah.
what do you what do you what do you what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, that's what I was
Wanna
saying.
hear
Like
from you.
the Klopp, you see, at Dortmund when he was there from 2008,
Yes,
it's the same pattern which is
yes.
following currently. First 2 years is rebuilding phase, then winning the title, then after that dropping point sharply. No, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. He's master of that, I guess.
So
21's
in other
coming.
words, we are forever gonna walk alone. Okay. So let me say something. Let me say something. Let me say something that let me say something that I discovered this that yeah, Jurgen Klopp, there was a point when he won the league at Dortmund. Then he came to a point where he was almost close to be relegated. Then after that, he won the next season. So in a way, it could be the same way. That's how Liverpool are playing it. Like that's how it's going. Like, and maybe we might come back a better team next season, but this season is just not ours. I don't know if that makes sense. But I don't want to believe that Liverpool has managed to do big things with this club. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you have
he's a
anything?
great manager. Yeah, surely he's a great manager.
He's a
But
great
you
manager.
see, yesterday's after post-match comments that he took on the blame on himself for the team not performing. Uh,
You know what? That has always been Klopp's way. He takes blame of everything whenever things don't go right. Every time we know that he is that kind of a manager who takes all the blame to put it on himself. And that's exactly what he was doing in this game.
and I
I
think
want
that should have happened long before when he was crying about penalties and all the things. If we would have done that in the starting, we would might see Liverpool at the top. What do you think so?
Can I
I,
just
I,
can
I
I
don't
just say, last what we had like what was it, 20 a similar amount of pens, but just less to now. If United
yes.
weren't top, I guarantee you he wouldn't be complaining about it just because Man U are top because of a few penalties.
Let me
He's
educate
complaining. So
my
you
United
see,
friends.
he is starting. I think he's starting to get rattled.
Yeah, of course. I think it's the pressure. Think the pressure is a lot that he has done this for the past 3 seasons,
Mm.
and people are expecting him to continue with that same
Mhm.
pace, and the players' legs are giving up on him a bit, and the pressure is just on top of him. At the same time, he's now just looking to play maybe mind games to shift people from focusing on how Liverpool are failing and putting it on to other teams that are up there just to make stories and stuff like that, and make people like you guys angry that he's just rattled and he's going after you, complaining about player penalties and crying and stuff like that, so that he gets you guys gassed up and stuff like that. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying. I think that's what is
Yeah,
happening. I believe there's so much pressure.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
See, but everybody knew that this season was gonna be a hectic season with the pandemic
Yes.
around. It's same
Mm.
for all the teams, not different for others, and other for Liverpool.
Yeah,
City
it's
is
crazy.
also
Like,
playing in
also one
Champions
thing,
League. They are having the same amount of games, and
and we are playing with
so,
Nungas, man, people. Leipzig, the team that knocked you out, guys. We are playing
yeah,
with it.
that'll be a real
It's
test
crazy.
against German side.
Yeah, but Liverpool has never lost to any German side. You know that we've never
Yeah,
lost to any German team. Never
yeah.
in history. Go back.
Everything happens for the first time.
I got a
Yeah, hey,
question.
we
I got a
expected.
question.
Yes,
Do
we
you think?
expected Liverpool to be beaten by 7 goals to 2.
I got a question.
Something
Yeah.
for yes.
Do you think? Uh, but these are both questions to you two. Do you think 21 is coming.
Are you asking me or are you asking my friend
But
next
both
to you?
of you, both of you.
Are you trying to torture me now? Okay. Say what you have to say. Let me hear from a United supporter first. I'll come
Yeah,
back to you. I'll come back.
currently I feel United is in a good form. If they can
Mhm.
maintain it and win the next 3 to 4 games, then they have
Yep.
a real chance at the league, I guess,
Yeah,
because everyone
especially
is dropping points and seeing the fixtures Liverpool having with City, Leicester, Tottenham, they can cause serious damage to others, but not us.
mm,
You know the interesting part that you guys should be happy about. Manchester City losing Kevin De Bruyne,
mm.
especially that they have to play with teams
And
like
Leicester losing
Liverpool in the
Vardy.
coming days.
Leicester have lost.
And
Leicester.
Leicester losing Vardy, also playing with Liverpool. What does this mean? It's either they're going to draw, canceling each other, or maybe beat Liverpool are gonna maybe by chance win against those teams, which means that what happens forever walk alone up there as the ones who are standing with the crowd going up to win the league. Because at the moment, your teams, the teams that you're gonna be playing with, are so simple that it's not really a problem. So as things stand at the moment, it's looking so favorable. It's really favorable for you guys to be the winners of 2021,
Mm.
of 21 in 2021.
Yeah,
I
even
think
I
if we
think
can,
that Liverpool, with KDB getting injured, Liverpool might edge this match out. They have a better team, players getting back in fit. Jota will be also coming in, I guess, by that time.
Yeah, he will be back for the City game. That has been confirmed by Klopp. He said
And
that
for
he needs 2 weeks.
just a quick question.
Yes.
What are your two predictions for the Spurs game? Because you know this and the United game coming up. Because I personally think United are going to win in the FA Cup game. I think our squad depth. He might go try hard Klopp just because of his defeat and kick up the backside. But if if United were to beat, I think United will win 2-0, just because I think Van der Beek had a good game against Watford, and I think he'll start again, and I think he'll have another good game. But if if we beat Liverpool, Spurs would be trying to look and do the exact same thing that we used to beat you. But if you beat us, then they'll be probably looking to do the exact opposite of what we did to lose. So I just want to know your predictions for those two games.
The 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 Liverpool United game, I don't have confidence in that one at all. I have a feeling that it's either gonna go as a draw, then maybe you guys beat us on penalty or something like that. Or then the one against the Spurs. Now this is the different game because there is a little bit of a rivalry between Jose Mourinho and Klopp. And Klopp Jose is gonna come with that anger of trying to beat Liverpool, and I think we're gonna use whatever the momentum or whatever his belief is using against that. We're gonna use it against him either to get a draw or actually to beat him with a surprise goal like what Bobby Firmino did in the Anfield the last time. That's what I think. Because Jose Mourinho, remember, he started that thing where he was saying the better team lost and stuff like that. And I think he's gonna do the same thing and he's gonna come with a mentality of saying that they are broken. They can't do anything. We can't hurt them, and he's going to fall from that. I don't know. That's what I think, but we'll see. Everything
Yeah,
will change by
what is
when it
your
happens.
prediction, Shivam?
what I think is now teams are picking up how to beat Liverpool, I guess, or getting at least a draw, sitting back in the defense, and
Yep.
just going on counter. United might have won that game if Bruno or Pogba might have finished well. But see,
Mm.
Burnley was sitting deep, clearing the crosses, marking the players, and hitting on the break.
Yeah.
And it looked like that Liverpool are very vulnerable when they break fast. And certainly with Son, Kane, and Doble, there'll be a threat to Liverpool. So
Mm.
I'll go for Liverpool uh, towards this.
Mm.
Uh, we
Fair
need
enough.
some competition, right?
Yeah. What I think is that United I think what United will do is we're going to rotate our squad and we'll still put out a decent one. I think we'll start Rashford. I think we'll start James. I think we'll start Martial. I can see us bringing on Cavani. He has to start Van der Beek, so I think he will. He'll start Bruno, and I think he'll start McTominay, because what I've seen of McTominay and Van der Beek as a pairing, especially against Watford, they suited each other. McTominay has the height, Van der Beek has the intelligence, McTominay has good physicality, Van der Beek has the good passing range. So they suit each other. And I think Van der Beek could break the lines if they're going to sit deep, but I don't think they will. That's why I would have played Van der Beek against Fulham to break the lines and create more chances. But he's got to start against Liverpool, personally.
It's gonna be
So here
interesting.
I
That's
have
for sure.
a question for Sam. Like now, I
Yes.
guess it will be a real test for Klopp whether he goes for the FA Cup. If he plays full squad, then he's having matches against Tottenham, West Ham on the trot. So what do you think? EP going for EPL or playing a full squad against United the FA Cup
You
round?
know what? You know what? Thinking about it, Klopp has never been a guy who goes for the FA Cup. So with the way we are at this moment, everyone are probably hoping that we go for the FA Cup. That is the only chance that people are thinking we have. I want to see how Klopp is going to do that. I think he's gonna put his full squad. He's gonna put his full squad for the fact that he's trying to create, or in a way to try to give hope to these guys, maybe confidence back, so that they produce something better to see in the game. So I have a feeling he's gonna put his full squad, and if we don't get a better performance there, that is gonna be a problem when we go to the Premier League against Tottenham Hotspur. But we'll see. I think we just have to give him time. That's for sure.
I think
And
Let's
what
give it
also,
we
time.
I think that against Burnley, he was thinking that he could not play Salah, Firmino, and rest them for the United game. I guess it hampered that game as well. What do you think? Was squad a
No,
problem?
I said it as well. I gave my predictions before the game, Burnley game. I only thought he was going to rest Firmino because out of the three, I think he is the worst of the three. So I was surprised when I saw Salah out, but also when the game started, the guys who were in the Ox Chamberlain, and no, it was Shakira and the Diva Origi. They did good. So I expected that to continue, but surprise, surprise, he had to bring back the Firmino and the Salah train, and the things just died like that.
I think what he's trying to do is get his whole. I think he'll start his full team, and I also think with building on Shavan's point, I think he tried and rest them for the United game, but he's trying to get them back in form. He wants to score goals, so I think he's going to go full team. And I think why he's going to do that is because, I mean, why not? He's obviously going to try and go for it. And what wouldn't be better to beat your old rivals?
Yeah, it's crazy. We'll just
Yeah,
wait and
but
see
I
what happens.
think why does Liverpool fans prefer Firmino a lot? I don't get it because he's not been a proven goal scorer. I guess 18-19 season he had around 10 to 12 goals. Then last season around 9 goals. He's scoring very less. And where you see
With
as
Firmino,
Martial,
I,
Rashford, they're getting 17,
you know
19
what?
goals.
One
You know
sec.
what? You know what? We are holding to our past record with Firmino. We are still hoping that we still have that Firmino we had in the former, the guy who used to score, who used to do the C senior tactics of football. Then Salah came in and the scoring Firmino disappeared. We started to see the assisting Firmino, the one who was setting balls that were classical balls to the Salah and the Mane. That's one of the reasons why he has been there into this team, because he was setting up for the team. Now that either of that are no longer happening, I just don't even know. Klopp is still heavy believing that the Firmino can rise. We no longer believe that. He's still believing that. I think he wants us to push him to the point like what we did with Carriers. Remember, he didn't want Carriers to go after the Real Madrid game. I think it's gonna push us to be at that point because at this moment, Firmino is just being the worst.
Would you rest Allison for this game or start him?
I don't think it's gonna rest him.
I guess Allison will not play.
Neither.
I don't think he will
because
rest.
just because how can you trust how can you just trust Adrian in goal? Like
No,
it'll
we
be
won't put
stupid.
Adriana. We won't put Adriana. We'll put the young kid, Keller, the kid, not Adrian. We don't. Nobody wants Adrian. Nobody. There will be fire. Trust me if he puts Adrian. The young kid has proven himself that is something else. So
And
that's
do you
it.
also think that this year Liverpool's midfield has been very poor in the form and with the tactics as well? Like last year, Henderson was one of the pivotal characters in the team, and this time he's playing in the centre back, leaving a lot of room in the midfield.
You're you're talking about who?
Hendo,
Oh, Henderson. Henderson he has just been he is the captain. One thing that Hendo was able to prove to us was this: we can function, we can't function 100% without him. He is the glue in the team. So now that he's being played at centre back and the things are happening, it's just because Liverpool are just refusing to sign a centre back. So I don't know if with the way you are saying Matip was walking after the game, he might not be fit for the next game. We might find that after Henderson come back from the knock, he goes back again to the same position. But that's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. It's crazy.
one player you would like to sign this season, the January transfer. Who would that be?
I have two players that I want to sign January season. Two. Upamecano, then the one who's at what is it? Watford, or something like that.
So
The four.
Ismail
Sar,
Assar.
Star Watford, yeah.
Watford. Those are the only
I
two players
think
that I want.
if you were to sign two players, you should get a creative midfielder just because although you're creating chances, you need to create more from your midfield. Like they're not contributing enough. Like it's always going to be from the flanks. So I think you're going to need to do that. And I'd get a centre back too, just because you need it for the long term plan as well as Dejan Lovren. All your centre backs are now injury prone. All of your centre backs,
Exactly.
like you need a backup one. Like Upamecano doesn't even have the greatest injury record. Apparently, it's been really poor. So that's why I think you should go for David Alaba. You've been in talks with him, but yeah, I can't see you going for him.
Alaba's ship has sailed, man. Alaba's ship has sailed because why he said he wanted to play for Real Madrid. So we are not dealing about the money or what, it's about the passion that this guy has for Madrid. So as much as we wanted him at the club, we were not getting him at all. We are not getting
Yeah,
him at
but
all.
I think when
It's
you said
crazy.
Star, when you mentioned Sar, where will he play? Like when
Mm.
Jota is fit, then after that Van Dijk and Gomez comes back in the squad. I don't think so. There's any place remaining for Sar. We are like having a good replacement at the bench.
You know what? You know what I've been thinking about this one. I was like this. If there's no good performance from Liverpool, I don't mind the strike force where we put money in the middle because I've seen him play in the middle before. Then we have Jota, then Sa on the other side. Or maybe we can shift it a bit. Then we say maybe Mane, then maybe Jota and Saha. Because one thing that I just want is a rotation from this front three guys so that they just get that fear in them, knowing that if I don't perform well on my jersey, I lose it. Like at Manchester United, Marcus Rashford knows that if he doesn't perform well, either Greenwood or Cavani is able to come and take over this jersey from me. That is not there at Liverpool. Firmino knows that if he doesn't do anything, probably he's going to be the next player who's in this team. So if that doesn't change, That's where we're gonna have a problem. So I just want that to go, you see, so that we have that rotation a bit. That's all I need. The rotation. It's important.
I think that's a great point you mentioned. We see Luke Shaw when Alex Telles came
Exactly.
in, his game just went up,
Exactly.
and he just had Salah in his back pocket in the game against Liverpool.
Luke
You
Shaw's
see,
been immense this season.
you
Ever
see,
since
And
Telles
because
also,
signed,
now because
he's a
he knows that
beast.
he has a competition in a player who's good at the same position he plays. So he has to up his game and he's bringing that out his A game. We don't have that in Liverpool. Salah knows that they replace me with Shakira, but Shakira is a midfield. He will never play at that point for any time. Sooner or later, I'll go back to there. But if he has Saha or Jota somewhere there, he's forced to play hard because he knows that he might not even get the chance to come back into the first team. That's all
yeah,
I
that's
want.
what. And also, we see Pogba. He also has, I guess, realized this that if he doesn't play well,
It's a
there
lot
are
of
many
competition.
players, Van de Beek,
He loses.
Fred,
That's one
Matic,
thing that he.
Mata.
That's one thing that I respect your manager early on. He has managed to have a lot of competition for each and every position to push this team. To
Yeah, I
push
guess he
this.
learned this from this. Sir Alex was very good at this, I guess. He had
Yeah,
an additional man for every position in the team,
I
and if
said it as well. I said it
he
as
had
well.
great man management skills.
I said it
So
as well.
maybe he's,
There's never been a chance at United to have a manager very close to say Alex Ferguson getting some tips in the how to actually do manage the team than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Because I think one time or sometimes as much as old as he is, say Alex Ferguson comes to him and give him some tactics on what to do in the pitch, and it's working for him. That's why you guys are now calling for 21 in 2021 because of what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing using his relationship with his former managers. See, we
Mm.
don't have
yeah,
that
I
in
guess
Liverpool.
that's true. But also we have to we cannot ignore the fact that yeah, Cavani is chipping in, then Pogba is starting to play good, and Rashford is also chipping in with goals. He can win the match single-handedly. Plus Bruno, he's been in terrific form. I guess all the players are playing well.
Yeah, yeah, they are playing well. It's interesting. Else, anything else you want to say, people?
So I want to ask this last question. That you said about that player rotation and squad depth, but when we go in the transfer windows, we hardly see Liverpool going in for any players. Like last in the summer transfer,
Mm.
only Jota.
We are just
Any
gonna
other
repeat.
signing which I can think of is Minimano. Is it his
That's why,
name? I forgot.
that's why I was showing you that story there up there where Klopp was saying that it's not his decision. It's because the board of Liverpool, after all the players that we have sold, after all the money we've made with the titles we won, they're still not backing Klopp. The Americans are not backing Klopp at all.
Mm.
They are only here for profits and nothing else. That's why people are actually shouting that maybe we should be shouting for FG to go or maybe something like that because it's just crazy at the moment.
One last question just before we end stream. Um,
Yes.
what 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 are your expectations from now on? Just because you just lost to Burnley. If you lose to Spurs, you could be actually struggling for UCL spots, and it could be a dark place. So, what are your expectations for the season now, and where do you expect to finish?
My expectation.
I'll add on that once again. It's not only about losing. Even if they draw the match,
Mm, yeah, they'll fall
City,
behind.
Leicester, and United will be going far ahead. Like 6 points clear now after draw. May if United manage to win against Sheffield, then it'll be 8 points clear. Even if
Man,
they draw the match.
we have a lot of draws, man. We are the worst. Anyway, my expectation on this is this. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. MB Reacts. Another Manchester United fan joining us here, people. We have just reached 200 subscribers. I'm so excited. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. It means a lot.
We get
Also,
21 in the chat.
yeah. Yeah.
Alright, carry on,
So,
carry on.
so what I'm saying is this. My expectation right now is just to hope that we are in top four because That's all we are now able to fight for at this moment. You understand? We have been reduced to a point that now we have to hope that we are in the top four. We can't be talking about the title because look where we are. Look where we are.
Yeah, and we see even Tottenham has to win the game to be in the top four. So I guess it will be an amazing match between Liverpool and Tottenham this
Tottenham
weekend.
Hotspurs, and they have the game in hand as well. That is
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
so we
So it's gonna
highly
be crazy.
trusted, and maybe they can hit on the counter with the pace of Son and Kane.
They did that with City, didn't they? City had
They
all the
did.
possession, and then
They did.
Son and Kane, or no, Son and Lo Celso got the dub.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Ah,
because
okay, guys.
earlier
We've been on
also
for an
like
hour and 30.
against
Crikey.
Tottenham, in the last minute only, Firmino managed to score a goal. Else it was going to be another draw,
Draw again.
1-1.
You see. See.
Yeah, I'm going to
Um,
go for 3
3-2. What? Didn't hear which team you are saying 3-2.
2
To what?
for. Can you hear me? I'm
Yes,
going
I can.
for a 3-2 Liverpool win.
Wow.
I'm going for a 3-2 Liverpool win just because I think if they get a result at Old Trafford, they'll build on that. Even if they don't score and win on pens, I still think they'll have enough for Spurs. I just feel like Klopp and Mourinho have literally all they've been doing is mouthing off to the media, like they've been saying about
Yeah. You
how many
understand?
pains. No. Klopp with the pens and Mourinho with the pens. I think Klopp will win this game. I'm not. I think they'll beat. I think they'll draw with West Ham, and then draw with City. But if they can get a result against Spurs, then I think maybe they can come back into this title race because one result can change the whole season in this season. It's so weird. Like we're the Man U against Villa. Now we're supposed to be title favourites, although a week ago, like let's say 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago, we were about to get relegated. So yeah.
It is crazy. It makes sense. I hear what you're saying. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I just hope that we get better things. Right now, until Liverpool start winning games, I'm not putting my predictions.
So
I'm
if
tired of
you
throwing
ask
myself out.
me, I'll be happy if there's a draw.
Yep.
I'll
Wow.
be
I
for
agree.
United, but I feel
So
that Liverpool.
are you telling me as we are at the worst at the moment as Liverpool, you are still afraid of us as United?
It's
Hope
not about being afraid or anything. Like we know how good Liverpool is and how good they have been last two seasons. Even though they couldn't finish last to last season, even after scoring 97 points in the first place, but we know that how good they are, and they can be threat to any team who's at the top. So
exactly.
Liverpool dropping points is a bonus for every other team, I guess, in the Premier League.
That is true. That is true. It is a bonus to a lot of people. So you know what I
And
wanted you to. You know why I asked you that question? Because I just wanted you to say what you just said. For the first time, I'm hearing a United fan admitting that he is afraid of Liverpool, even if they are at their worst, because they can be a threat. That's where I wanted to push you, and you gave me what I was looking for.
no,
Now I can go,
what I said was that we are not afraid. They are just a
especially
good
when,
team who performs well,
especially
and you
whenever I
cannot.
was getting comments like this every single day from you.
Yeah, we can see. You'll see Werner, Havertz, Thiago. Thiago this season, yeah, I know that he has played very less minutes with.
But he's still been. I don't think he's been that great when he's like.
Yeah,
There's been
but,
some Liverpool fans like gassing him up like he's the next prime Maradona. But
He,
he's a
he,
good player,
he,
yeah. But he just
he
needs to
plays
find a bit of
perfect
form.
football. Yeah, he
Mm.
has to get used to his team. I actually feel sorry for Thiago. I didn't say this on the other stream, but I actually feel sorry for Thiago because he had to leave a place with Lewandowski where they needed him to a place with Firmino. That is so a big of a downgrade. That is so hard
Yeah,
to
but,
even swallow.
then isn't that an upgrade from Gnabry to Salah or Mane from Coman?
Gnabry is a world classer.
no, but the
Yeah, but
only
it's
point
no,
I'm
but isn't
getting,
Salah better?
It is crazy. I
Gnabry's
don't
been on
know.
a down. Hasn't Gnabry this year? He hasn't been as good as he was last year. I think that number 7 shirt that has always been Ronaldo's must have affected him. Maybe I don't know. Like we've seen with Greenwood, like number 11, he hasn't been as the same. Although he has had some stuff with the personal life, and neither has Williams. Certain numbers carry big pressure if you have a historic background. So, yeah. Right, I got to head off now. Really like the channel. Right, see you later then. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for being with us. Before you go, I want you
Yup.
just to give me your predictions on the Wolves game. Who's winning today? There's a Wolves game, by the way, people. They're playing in the FA.
Will you be streaming after the game?
I don't know. Should I? I've been because it seems like we just
maybe you could
missed
do a
some-
reaction. I mean, it's not the most important game. Maybe do a reaction in the morning and do like a roundup.
Yes, in
Or
the
after,
morning.
or
It
maybe
seems that-
actually,
we've been live.
You know how Southampton and Arsenal are playing at 12:30. You can
Yes,
round up all the 3 games at the 12:30 and the Friday thing. I'll
exactly.
go with 2-1 Wolves. Right, okay. See you
Okay,
then. See you later.
okay. Thank you very much for being with us, Mister. What are you saying about that game as well?
Right. See ya.
Against
Bye.
Wolves, I guess it's an easy game for them. It should be an
Yes,
easy game for them, but seeing
it's
their
meant to be
performance
an
against
easy game.
West Brom, I don't know, like where's the confidence at currently. So
Yeah,
I guess they'll win 2-0 or 3-0 maybe.
yeah. We'll see. Sir, I can't wait. So thank you guys
Thiago
for being with
Silva
us.
and Neto chipping in with the goals, I guess.
Yeah, that is true. So thank you very much, guys, for being with us. We just made 200 subscribers today. Thank you for the support. That means a lot. At the same time, I think we've just broken our history at the Football Connect. Just said 4 hours of streaming, or maybe it's 3.5 hours, because we had the first 2 hours, then we had another 2 hours while we were just talking football. That means a lot to us, and I thank you guys for being with us and for participating. We will see you tomorrow when we do the roundup and build up for the FA games that are going to be played. Thank you very much. Keep up the content. That's what what Mr. Piz is saying. So thank you very much for being with us, guys.
Thank you, Sam.
Uh,
That's good
Thank you, sir.
content.
I'm happy that you come. You should always be coming on a regular, sir.
Yeah, I'll try to come.
Okay. Thank you very much for being with us. See you tomorrow.
Thank,
Please do me a favor.
thank you for having me.
Share the stream on your social medias. Try to invite as many people to come and join this family of the Football Connect and click that like and subscribe to the channel. That means a lot to us. Thank you very much for being with us. Goodbye and good night.